it's Brittany. So I did promise I was going to do a bubby brush review, and I apologize. It's been a little crazy lately, so I just now had the time to sit down and do it. I apologize again for the wait. So let's go ahead and get started. The first brush is the dual cover brush. I don't use this side very much just because I use a different brush for my foundation, but I use this to like blend a little bit better, or if I see like streaks or something when I'm doing concealer or anything like that, I just, to blend it into my foundation a little bit better, I'll use that. But I use my concealer brush a lot. Sorry guys, these brushes are a little bit dirty. I've been using them a lot. And I can do a brush video for cleaning if you guys want me to. So if you want to see how I clean my brushes, let me know in the comment boxes below. But yeah, I love it. This is actually, you know, probably my favorite concealer brush. It's really, really soft. It gives great coverage. It blends really, really well. It's just a really fantastic brush. So, and I love the color. So cute. Oh, and to store these, I normally don't put them in a cup or anything. Because it is the double-sided, I'll just lay them on my desk or something like that because I don't want to mess up the brushes. So then, moving on to the powder brush. This brush actually gives, it's unlike any powder brush I've ever had. Well, that's for sure. It gives great coverage. It's really soft, and it gives like a light coverage. And at first it wasn't what I was used to because I was used to a more dense powder brush. It is really, really fluffy, and it does just give like a light coverage, but it covers really, really well. And I actually ended up liking it better because it did give a lighter coverage than most brushes that I've seen. I don't like a heavy powder look just because then throughout the day it does look cakey, and you tend to, you know, apply more powder and powder and powder. But with this, I found that when I use this brush, I don't get that cakey look. So this is probably one of my favorite brushes. If you were only ever going to get one of the bubby brushes, I would probably recommend this one. The next one is the buffer brush. You know, I don't use this brush very often. I am not much of a blush girl just because I do get pink in the face very easily, naturally anyway. But I have used it a few times, and I really like it actually. I'll do it for contouring or something, or if I want like really pronounced cheekbones. I really like it. I haven't really had a flat top brush before. I've heard people use them for like powder and stuff too, but I'm so obsessed with the powder brush that I don't really use it. But all the bristles have been holding up really well. You know, I've washed them a few times and I haven't seen any of them fall out or anything like that in any of the brushes. So I think it's really good. And I like the size of this, this brush. It's good to travel with. So that's that brush. And then the angled eyeliner brush. If you guys watched the opening, I was surprised because this is a really kind of bigger angled eyeliner brush than most that I've seen. But surprisingly, it actually gives a thinner line. You can see in some of the makeup tutorials that I did, I used this, and it gives me a thinner line than actually any of the other angled eyeliner brushes that I own. And I know that some people were saying that it's hard to do a wing with it, and I actually find it opposite. I find it very easy to do a wing with this. I used to not be able to do the cat eye because I would have a hard time with the angled eyeliner brush and getting the type of dramatic look that I want. But with this one, I found that I could do it no problem. It's actually very, very easy to do with this brush. And it's been holding up really well too. It's really, really soft, and you know, it's held up really, really well. So, and then the fluffy brush. This I mainly use for a lot of eyeshadows or highlighting the brow. I probably use this eyeshadow brush the most, just because I do like a lighter coverage on my eyes because my eyelids do get kind of oily. So I I have a hard time kind of doing bolder looks and pulling them off because I can't like cake a lot of eyeshadow on my eyes because my eyes are so oily and it just creases. But with this brush, I've actually been able to do a lot of different looks and get that lighter coverage, but still that pop of color. So I really, really love that. And this is actually the brush that I use for my foundation. It's the HD Flawless HD brush. I love this. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. A lot of people are saying that it like tugs, you know. But what I found that is if you angle it the right way, and if you you know, just don't pull as hard, it actually works great. And I would rather take 20 extra seconds or however long it takes. I mean, it doesn't even take me that long. It probably takes me like 5 extra seconds to put foundation on with this brush versus a stippling brush or a regular foundation brush. And I love it. I think it really does give you that like photo finish ready look, and it gives you kind of an airbrushed look, really. And then I have the dual eye shadow brush, or the dual eyes brush, and this one I use a lot for like the base of my eyelid, and then this one I use for like contouring or getting in the triangle, kind of in the crease right here, or just like dabbing a little bit to give it like a smoky eye effect. I really do like this. I actually wasn't sure if I was going to ever use this or like it. I've had other brushes that are similar to this and I haven't liked them. But this one I was actually really, really impressed with, and I actually do use it all the time. Obviously you can see all my crazy colors. And again, since it's the double-sided brush, I just kind of like lay it on. And then the retractable brush, I use this a lot too. I use it for like powder and stuff, like if I'm traveling, and I like it. I like how you can also use it for contouring, so it's like one brush for blush, for powder, for everything. You just have to be careful not to do your blush before your powder, because if you do use the same brush for both, you know, I put my powder on first and then I'll move it up and do like just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of blush if I'm going to put blush on, and I just do it like that. And then if I'm going to put powder on after my blush, I do this, just to make sure that the blush doesn't get all over your face. The only bad thing that I've seen about this brush is that the words are kind of like smearing off of the brush, so that kind of sucks. But other than that, I haven't seen anything wrong with this brush. I absolutely love it. Again, none of the hairs have come out, and it's still really, really soft, so that's a plus. I know a lot of people like this brush. I like this brush, the Kabuki brush. And I use this brush a lot too. This is actually the one that I use for powder. If I am gonna do a dual thing, like and I'm traveling and stuff, I prefer to use this one over the retractable brush. It just depends on what kind of coverage I want. This one does kind of give a lighter coverage, I guess. Whereas the Kabuki brush is more dense, and it gives a fuller coverage, I guess. But I like it. I love the little pouch that it comes in. It makes it really, really easy to carry and really, really convenient. The only thing that I worry about is that you have to be careful which way you put the brush in, because you don't want to be unzipping it and then get the hairs caught in the zipper. So you just want to be careful about that. But other than that, like, it's held up really, really well. And it's still really, really soft. Love this brush. So those are all of my bubbi brushes. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on how I wash my brushes. I know there are several different kind of techniques out there, so if you want to see the way that I do it, let me know, and I can tell you where to get the products that I use, or you know, different tips and tricks and stuff like that. So leave comments below if you want to see that. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Feel free to message me. I try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. I'm sorry again that it took so long to post this video. I got really, really busy for the past week or so, so I haven't had time to like really sit down and do the video. But I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys next time.